What's up, YouTube? Timu's here. Now, there are a lot of films that got released this year that I felt fell under the radar, like movies that people haven't really been talking about since this got released. Films that has been pretty underrated. So I'd touch my 10 favorite, like most underrated films of the year, in my opinion. Films that I rarely hear people even praise or even talk about. And, some of them have got mostly movies that get good reviews and everything, but it's not really like there are films that mainly most people did not even know existed at all. So, with that being said, here's my 10 most underrated films of 2021. All right, number 10, I'm gonna go with Here Today. Here Today, of course, starred and was directed by Billy Crystal. I believe it was actually his first film in in like 10 years or something like that. And I thought this movie was really charming. Of course, it was directed and starred Billy Crystal. It also featured the likes of Tiffany Haddish, Penn Badley, some really decent supporting players in this. And here, of course, Billy Crystal, plays this veteran comedy writer Charlie Barnes, who forms this relationship with this New York lounge singer named Emma Page, played by Haddish. And I thought those two had really great chemistry here. Billy Crystal's character is also having Alzheimer's, and he even writes his name of his of his family, so he'll never forget them and everything. And I thought that was really touching. It's a really terrific film. Great performances by Billy Crystal, by Haddish. It's a shame that I did not get talked about more because I thought the movie was really excellent. It's a shame Billy Crystal. Obviously, this thing would not get no Oscar love, but I think Billy Crystal should have gotten maybe a Golden Globe nomination. But it is what it is, I guess. All right, coming in at number 9, I'm gonna go Small Engine Repair. Now, this is of course actually based on a play, and I thought A Small Engine Repair was a really intriguing film. Starring the likes of John Bertha, Cynthia Bravo, John Poloni, who also directed it. And I thought it was a really decent film about friendship, about brotherhood, and all. Sheila Wiggum was also great. And if you guys don't know much about the story, sorry for that. This like reunion of these three old friends at and out of the way repair shop masters this hidden agenda fueled by the arrival of this young yippie and all. Uh, and I know it was really excellent. Great twist that I did not even see coming here. John Bertha, great year for him, by the way. Between both King May Station Newark, uh, Small Engine Repair, he had a really cool year this year. And this is definitely one of them. It's a really terrific film if you guys have it. Not really sure where you can find it now. You can find it. So there's that. All right, coming in at number 8 is the movie Run. Now, this movie, of course, got like limited release in October. I was able to watch this movie in days when it got released. Sadly, the film was the final performance of late Disney actor Cameron Boyce, and you know, I tell you right now, if he hadn't passed away and everything, I could see him being an Oscar caliber actor because I think this kid was terrific, even outside of the Disney realm. I mean, I thought he really showed his game in this. Him pretty much wanting revenge on this these bullies and all. William Cogley, this is actually his directorial debut. He did a great job here. The one like you had some really cool cast members in this. Charlie Phillips was great. Brianna Hildebrand, Nicole Berger, Cyrus Anna, Armorless Knight, Tashina Anna was in this. Jason Patrick, some really decent support performance. And it's a really decent film if you guys haven't seen it. I'm not sure where you can find it now. I can totally see this thing probably airing on Netflix, whatever. But if you guys haven't seen Rut, go watch it. A really decent coming of age tale. All right, number 7, I'm going to go with Boogie. Now, Boogie is, of course, directed by Eddie Hung, who you might know. Of course, Eddie was the center of the TV show Fresh Off the Boat. And Boogie, I thought, was a really decent film. Of course, starring the late rapper Pop Smoke. We had Taylor Page, who's going to be seen on this list again here. And Taylor Takashi was terrific here. Of course, here he plays this character named Alfred Boogie Chen, who's this basketball phenom living in Queens, New York, who dreams of one day playing for the NBA, while his parents pressure him to focus on earning a scholarship for college and all. And he must find a way to navigate a new girlfriend, high school, on court, and rivals and all. And this is a really terrific film. Taylor is. I hope he does more movies in the future because I think this is. He's an actor you should keep your eye out for. He was terrific in this. And Pop Smoke was actually pretty decent in this movie as well. I mean, this movie is definitely really intriguing. The basketball scenes is really decent. Very underrated. Like, it has a 43%. So some people enjoy it, some people didn't. And this was actually one of the first movies I was actually able to watch in theaters when theaters reopened this year. So great day. But that aside, Boogie, sad to say, I cannot really recommend this movie at all. I mean, I could definitely recommend this movie. My bad. I have to sleep. But if you guys haven't seen Boogie, definitely give it a go. All right. What else we got here? Number 6, I'm going to go with Palmer. Now, Palmer is actually a movie that got released on Apple way in the new year in January. And Palmer, I thought was a really decent film. Of course, this is the film that starred Justin Timberlake, who at times could show that he's a really capable actor. And Palmer, I thought, was one of the films that really showcased his acting talents. Here you got Justin Timberlake, who plays this former high school star Eddie Palmer, who returns home to put his life on track after 12 years in prison. And he forms an unlikely bond with Sam, who's this outcast boy from a troubled home. But, his past drags ruin his life and family. It's a really decent little film. Juno Temple is great. The kid actor Ryder Allen was terrific. Alicia Reinhart from Raising Dion fame was good. You had Jude Squibb, Dean Winters. It's a really decent little film that's worth checking out. So if you haven't seen Palmer, definitely give this one a go. Okay. Number 5, I'm going to go with Four Good Days. Now, Four Good Days is a film that stars the likes of Glenn Close. You also had Mila Kunis, who I think gave the best performance of her career. Now, if you guys don't know much about this story, it's actually based on a true story, believe it or not, where this young addict tries to stay clean while living with her mother for the next 4 days here. And Mila Kunis, it shows how great of an actress she is. She literally lost a lot of weight for this role. I kid you not. I literally think she should get some award love for this because she was that good. Shows how great of an actress she could be even outside of comedies. Glenn Close is terrific. You also have Stephen Root. Some really great performances. Directed by Albert Nobbs' director, Rodrigo Garcia. He did a great job directing. I mean, it's a really decent movie worth checking out. Okay. Coming in at number 4, I'm going to go with the film Together. Now, Together is a really intriguing film that stars James McAvoy as well as Sharon Horgan. And it is a film that literally takes place during the COVID pandemic and everything. This movie was actually literally shot during the pandemic, so there's that too. And this film actually James McAvoy and Sharon Horgan, who pretty much reevaluate themselves through their relationships, through the reality of lockdown. And I get why the movie did not really do so well when it got released, because let's be real, we all lived through this, and I was able to really want to see this thing on screen and everything. And ever since the pandemic happened and the lockdown happened, we've been getting lots of movies and even shows that takes place during it. Whether it's a horror film like Host, whether it's a show like For Love and Time of Corona that was on Freeform, whether it was that movie Lockdown with Chiwetel Ejiofor. They've been doing lots of these type of movies, and I think Together is definitely one of the better ones. It's pretty much James McAvoy and Sharon Horgan mostly talking to the camera, break the 4-4 really, and they're really charming in this. They had great chemistry. Stephen Daldry, director of Billy Elliot, did a good job directing this. So not a bad little film here. All right, three, I'm gonna go with Zola. Zola is a wild ride. I mean, this movie is literally based on a Twitter thread, and man, this movie is terrific. You know, you had Taylor Page, Raleigh Keough, Coleman Domingo's terrific. I just adore this movie. It was a wild ride. Nicholas Braun was also great. It's A24 at its finest. I mean, A24 makes some of the best work, and Zola is one of them. So yeah, Zola. If you guys haven't seen Zola, definitely go watch it. I mean, believe it or not, it was actually the first A24 movie I was able to watch in theaters, probably since what you call Uncut Gems. So it was really cool to see an A24 movie back in theaters. You know. All right, number two. How on earth is this not getting more award love? Is Mass. Mass, I mean, starring four heavyweight actors like Martha Plimpton, Ann Dow, Jason Isaac, Reed Birney. This movie is sadly, hardly no one saw this film. It just came and went. It is terrific. I mean, great script. Frank Kranz, who of course played the stoner in Cabin in the Woods, did such a good job directing this. I still think Ann Dowd should probably maybe win or even get nominated for an Oscar because she was great in this. Jason Isaacs was great. Uh, some other great performances. Really, this is a movie. It's just a movie with four people mostly just talking throughout the whole film, and it still worked. If you guys haven't seen Mask, go watch it. Really decent film. All right, my number one pick. Maybe this is a little cheap because the movie just. Maybe I should wait for it to finish the act run. But sadly, not many people are really that talking about as they should. And that's another A24 movie, and that is Red Rocket. Red Rocket is, let's be frank, this movie is terrific. I mean, Simon Rex, who you might know from Scary Movie 3 fame, is so good in this. Sean Baker, coming off of the Florida Project, did a great job here. Suzanne Sun's good. I mean, Red Rocket is just a really fun film. It don't really know much about this story here. You got Simon Rex, who plays like this washed-up porn star because that's what Simon Rex's profession was beforehand. He ends up pretty much clashing with his strange wife. He ends up even having a relationship with this 17-year-old donut worker. I mean, it's a really decent little film. And sings "Bye Bye Bye." Speaking of Justin Timberlake, really good rendition. It's on YouTube if you guys haven't seen it. Really decent. It's an awesome movie. So Red Rocket. Now we see what Sean Baker's next film was going to be. Dank Heavenlies is not a OnlyFans documentary that he was supposed to do. Remember that? I kid you not. The director of this Red Rocket was literally supposed to be directing a OnlyFans documentary about Belladonna's OnlyFans thing. Thank heavens he did not do that because he's much better than that, to be honest. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10 here today, 9 small edge repair, 8 rent, 7 boogie, 6 Palmer, 5 4 good days, 4 together, 3 Zola, 2 Math, and number 1 Red Rocket. There's other ones that I feel like most are 3 Zola, 2 Math, and number 1 Red Rocket. There's other ones that I feel like most people haven't really talked about and everything. Our friend with Casey Affleck is pretty decent. Titanic, most people are probably talking about, but I feel like that's going under the radar. Cowboys with Steve Zahn, Falling with Viggo Morrison, another movie together in it called Together with Ed Helms. Boss Level, Profile, Finding You, Blue Bio should get more love. Long Weekend was okay. Paul Dorothy was decent. What else we got here?